Welcome back to the forum. I'm here with my guests, Bill Bowman from Centrend and Cheryl Lindsell-Roberts from Cheryl Lindsell-Roberts Associates. Welcome.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
So I wanted to have a conversation with you two regarding the use of video, because these days with webcams, it's so easy to be online, and whether you use Skype or other types of programs to have either sales calls, business communication. I know you said that you're actually starting to do some of your seminars online. Yes. And I'm a big proponent of speed of execution. So how can I efficiently use my time? And it got me to thinking everybody's concerned about their gas prices, et cetera, and the cost of going out to make a sales call. I want to know how you guys feel about, let's assume that I've already made the face-to-face, that I know you, like we've established a relationship. So we've actually shaken hands and we're moving forward now with our business relationship. How comfortable are you with, if we were setting up a meeting, that it was a meeting that we were going to have on the internet? So it would be with cameras. So I'm still looking at you. We're still we are face-to-face, but we're just not physically in the same space. So I'll start with you, Bill, as our IT expert out there. One, we know the technology exists, sure. But two, how do you feel about that?
Well, one feeling I have about it is that how familiar do you have to be with the other person? I mean, some people kind of get uncomfortable being on camera still, you know. Do you really, what comfort level do you have to have with that other person to be able to have that sort of interaction? Some people might be a little bit wigged out by it. Other people might be fine with it. And the other question I have is, like for example, for myself, I have a webcam and I use Skype, and you know, you could use Yahoo or a number of different other mediums, but my webcam isn't always on. It's not. It's actually it plugs into my laptop, but I keep it packed away. Would you think that this would be something more like you'd schedule your, like a scheduled appointment?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So instead of me getting in the car and driving an hour or 2 hours, or obviously happen to hop on a plane or something like that, that we'd use that, you know, as our sales call, and then it just, you know, saves a lot of time. That was my thought.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see how many people are really comfortable, how comfortable people are with that.
Well, what I'd like to try to do is I want to try to drive a lot of people to come to the site, www.reverbnetwork.com, and chime in. Tell us, actually tell us what you think. Is this the type of thing you would actually do? Because I'm really curious. I mean, personally, I wish everybody would do it. I mean, I almost want to, I'll ship you a camera. I'll ship it to you so you can use it. All right, Cheryl, this is going to be fun.
I really think that virtual has a place as a supplement to face-to-face meetings. But when you are talking to someone on a computer, you have a very different conversation than you would have if you were talking to that person actually face-to-face. So I really think it works as a supplement, but not as a replacement. Mm-hmm. There's one new type of technology that's out today. Are you familiar with telepresence?
No.
Telepresence, and I attended a telepresence experience, I would call it. You have one person sitting in a room. You are sitting around, I shouldn't say one person, I saw one person, but you have a semicircular table. Then you have screens of semicircular tables, and you could be speaking to people from 5 different places in the world. Oh. And it appears as if you're all in one room. It is amazing. You know, if I went out to the hallway, I'd expect to see someone out in the hallway from the other side. It's almost like real time. It's not like sitting in front of a television screen. And that is the latest technology out today, and it is really taking off in business.
But it was still using camera.
It's still using camera, but it's very real. It's incredibly real.
What do you think? What was it that you think made it feel so real?
People were life size. They were able to project images. So it was literally the next best thing to being there, as opposed to just looking at someone on a TV screen.
Yeah, a much further enhanced experience.
Oh, it's incredible. You forget that the people are not actually sitting across the table from you.
So this would be a step above what I was kind of talking about. I mean, I understand there's a lot of tools out there
Right.
where web meeting, type of things, and you can share documents and
Right.
show documents and those types of things. And I was kind of thinking from the minimalist
Yeah.
level, we're
Yeah.
talking about I got a webcam, you've got a webcam.
Yeah.
And for that matter, if we want to share documents, I can email you documents in advance, or even, I mean, heck,
Exactly.
email is so fast these days too.
Exactly.
That boom, you'd have it, you could be looking at it, and we could go back and forth. So I definitely agree that I think that it has its place, and from a standpoint of leveling out, hey, we still need to be face to face. I mean, because we're human, right?
Exactly.
I mean, we need that. We have to have that. But do you think, from a standpoint then, do you personally, do you want to have that grander experience like you talked about, or do you think you'd be okay with you can tell it's the webcam type of thing?
I am fine webcam to webcam, but I think it's very generational. Younger people are much, much more agreeable to something like this. Older people still like that personal handshake, that face-to-face, they need that. So I think it depends on who you're talking to.
Well, and I'm a big proponent of the trade show world, which of course is
Right.
face-to-face. And
A lot of human contact.
Exactly,
Yes. Yeah.
exactly. Because that interaction, I think you've said it before too, somebody in their office versus somebody out of their office, they act a little differently.
Exactly.
Kind of like you're saying, that communication on the screen. If you're uncomfortable, if this kind of, wigs you out a little bit, people do get freaked out because of a camera. But on the flip side of that, in time, you try it once, you go,
Right.
geez, that didn't even hurt.
Yeah.
Didn't cause me any physical pain whatsoever.
Yeah.
Maybe, do you think then it just is one of those things, well, try it, just give it a shot?
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, yeah. I mean, in between, right now, I use collaboration software where we share desktops. I use it every day, where people GoToMeeting. You've probably heard of that.
Yes.
Where
Yep.
you can collaborate in real time, sharing your desktop. This is taking that a step further. So yeah, I mean, it maybe took a little while for people to get used to that, and now, as you say, maybe it's just try it, and you might like it.
Yeah, you might like it. So you're sharing somebody's desktop with them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, which is, and is that because you're having a meeting, or is that because you're fixing something? Because you're an IT guy.
Well, mainly because I'm having a meeting.
Okay.
There's other software that we have available to us for actually going in and remotely fixing computers. But I'm talking about with meetings.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but that doesn't have a webcam attached to it?
No.
The one that
no.
you're talking about. So you're on a conference call.
Right.
Yeah,
on the
type of
phone and also looking at the desktop and.
Right. Because that's what I was thinking. I was thinking if we can bring it up one level to having a camera, then maybe that helps that personal thing.
The advantage to that is, rather than a phone call, to be able to see person and read body language.
Right.
That is absolutely critical. And giving you the viewing, even if it's through a camera, does give you that benefit.
Right.
Which is one of my struggles with email, because I like to be quick when I send an email. I want to just, this is what I want to talk, boom. And then sometimes people go, are you mad at me?
Some people think it's curt.
Right, and I'm
Exactly.
going, no, I'm not. Why would you think that? And they're like, well, it was just, you were quick, and about what you said. Now I'm feeling like I got to apologize before I send an email to somebody saying, hey, sorry, the engineer and me, I'm just going to whip out the facts. We can talk on the phone, but I just wanted you to be ahead of the game. So this right now would be key in
Yes.
you being able to realize, I'm not sitting there with a scowl on my face as I talk to you.
Exactly.
We're just having that conversation. So I think that's a good point.
I mean, look at virtual classrooms. That's been around for several years. Where you have an instructor who is on camera. This is just opening up the other side of the classroom now.
Okay, so, right.
Right.
So it's just the instructor that's on the
Right.
camera. And
Right.
Is that what you're doing with some of your teaching? Where but you can't see them.
Right.
Okay, they can just see you. Well, thanks so much for sharing your insights as to something I think we need to be doing more of, because I just think it'll make us more efficient as we go. Because obviously, Reverb, we're about sound business advice that resonates. Thanks for tuning in. Come back and see us next time.